Lou and Bob have finally started studying computer science to learn the art of code. Lou is constantly sweating. I'm so bored. Why can't the professor hurry up? Lou can't stop twitching because his attention span is so messed up from thousands of hours of scrolling on TikTok. Bob is calmly sitting next to Lou, totally present and with immaculate posture. The algorithms lecturer finally enters the room and introduces himself. He receives a moist and floppy handshake from Lou and a strong, firm one from Bob. He begins talking to them about data structures. And Lou interrupts. I thought you were going to teach us about how to build apps. Instantly, Bob gives Lou a look of pure disappointment. Doesn't he understand that it will take hard work and time to build these skills? He should show some respect to the master. This was straight out of a movie. The director of computer sciences came into our first class of computer science. Year 1, quarter 1, first class. He came into the classroom and he told everyone, half of you are gonna fail. He was so confident in the way he said it. I looked at my friends and I was like, yo, man, one of us is not gonna make it. The truth is, half of my friends didn't make it. You see, at that point, I was in my first year of university. I took that seriously. I started passing all of my courses up until this thing called algorithms and data structures came about. This was one of the hardest courses for first year. And obviously, I wanted to pass it, right? I thought I was smart enough, so I did what I always did for the previous subjects. I went home and I studied as hard as I possibly could, alone, in the corner, like the introvert that I am. I studied, but what do you know? I got a 3 out of 10. That's not just some normal failing like, oh, he failed. No, this was like, you failed. I felt absolutely worthless and stupid. After having studied hard, doing all the homework, I still failed. It wasn't only that exam that I failed. I also failed the retake and I failed the year after that for the subject algorithms and data structures. I thought I was smart. Why did I fail it? It wasn't until I started respecting the subject like a friend that it started getting easier for me. Sure, I knew exactly what the textbook was saying, the theoretical concepts, but I didn't ever apply it properly to myself. I never really sat down to try to understand why these things were invented and discovered in the first place. I made sure to rank each topic of the syllabus, so that would be all the topics like priority queues, arrays, stacks, strings, etc. I ranked each and every one of those according to how well I knew that subject. Then I reversed that list and I found the chapters that were extremely difficult for me. Then I did something that I barely ever did in university, and that was attend the practicals. I always thought to myself that I could just sit at home, learn the things that I needed to learn, attend the exams and pass. I was that arrogant and that egotistic about myself. It wasn't until A, I made a list about the things that I didn't know about, and B, attended the practical sessions to address these problems, that I didn't start coding like a ninja. Seriously, from that moment on, I started getting great grades every subject that I attended. Every difficult subject, every hard subject, every easy subject, obviously. If you can boil the things down into their individual subcomponents and then ask people's advice for that component, you'll be golden, bro. I'm going to give you one actionable step that you can do right now as a computer science student. Take your course that you have right now, boil your course down into the fundamental building blocks of that course, and then step 2, prioritize the practical sessions over your normal lectures. By the way, they're not meant to teach you new things. Most computer science students that I knew showed up to the lecture expecting to be taught new things. But the star computer science that I knew, the smart computer science, they were always working 1 or 2 lectures in advance. These were the computer science students that understood that a lecture was not for teaching them new things. The lecture was there to solidify the things that they had already learned at home alone. But it was at the practical sessions that they were able to put the things that they learned into practice. We chose computer science for a reason, right? This subject is one of the most interesting, most unique, most high-paying professions in the world, right? It is going to be difficult. Trust me, even if you're very confident in your coding skills, if you are a computer genius, okay? It's going to be very difficult. But understand this, if you give a in your class, you'll be learning fundamental things that are going to help your career out in the future. There are going to be so many students in your class that have only chosen computer science because they want money or they want status. They want to get that high-paying job in big tech. That's it. But you and me, we're the developers that chose computer science because There was no other option. What else were we gonna go study? We were the ones that learned how to code at a young age. That is why we chose computer science. That interest, that curiosity, that is what is magical here. If you're in computer science right now, in your first or second year, there are only two things that might happen to you. One, you're gonna learn these things, these topics. You're gonna graduate. You're gonna get a job, a nice junior level job. Then go graduate to meteor developer, then senior developer, then maybe principal or tech lead, and then maybe retire. Or number two, you can use your skills that you got and actually do something good for society. Build a tool that people want to use. This is why we joined computer science in the first place, right? We want to build useful things for society. And I know we can do that, man. And it all starts if you master your day-to-day progress at university. The faster you pass your exams, the faster you get your degree, and the faster you can be building great things for society. Pay attention to what you learn in class, because now that you've started with your degree, there's so much to learn and so much to conquer and master, so that when you are graduated and you're looking for jobs, you can build useful things for society. All right? Listen, that's it from my side, but I wanted to ask you one thing. Now that you started computer science, what is the biggest thing you're struggling with today? What's the biggest thing you're struggling with today? Leave it below in the comments and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Remember, life is a gift given by the gods to make a proper use of it. I'll check you in the next video. Take it easy. Love you. Take care. Bye.